Hey everybody, it's Eric, that's Matt, and we're back with another edition of Retro Boxbusters.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin edition.
Yes, indeed.
One of the worst dang movies I've ever seen in my life.
Probably one of the worst superhero movies ever made.
Yeah.
We're not doing this because it's Batman and Robin. We're not doing it because it's the 20th anniversary of the film's release. We're doing it because there are autographs in these boxes.
Yes.
And the autographs in these boxes is pretty much the full main cast.
Save $3 on the Kenner Toys Batcave coupon inside.
Yep, and there's cards in those things as well, in the Kenner action figures.
Okay.
These are wide vision cards. They were made by SkyBox in 1997. So that's kind of a rarity, really, in non-sports, is to have wide vision. Unless it's Star Wars, it's a rarity to have wide vision autograph cards.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to try and zip through this as quick as we can. We have about a 20% chance of getting an autograph in these two boxes.
All right.
Autographs weren't a dime a dozen back in 1997 like they are now.
Jeez, that's a big,
that's a big, thick thing. Well, you get 8 cards in a pack, and you know they have inserts in them. You have the character profile cards.
Sure.
You've got pre-production storyboard art cards. You've got mini posters and celluloid action cards. But more importantly, you could get autograph of George Clooney or Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone, Chris O'Donnell, or the director Joel Schumacher, who just almost destroyed the Batman franchise.
Yeah.
And
God, this was such a bad movie.
yes, it was.
Uma Thurman is
Everyone is always having a good time except me.
what killed the dinosaurs.
The Ice Age.
Look at Bane. Look how bad they did Bane. That's just.
Oh, this is kind of cool. Check this. Oh, I got 2 of them.
You got 2 film cells?
Right back to back.
Sweet.
2 film cell cards. We've got. It looks like the Freeze-mobile, and we got Poison Ivy. So I'll hold them up like that, so you guys. I don't know if the camera can pick up the film cell, the light. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's a. Maybe not.
Something white.
But I got 2 of them right back to back, and these don't look like they got too demolished in shipping, so they look like they're pretty good.
Here's a director's approved vaulting over ice storyboard. It looks like a sketch card.
That's pretty cool,
It's
actually.
pretty sweet, coming from 1997.
Yeah.
Hold that up there.
Now that I've kind of broken the seal, we'll go ahead and start. Oh, there's a cool insert card. It looks like we've got. I believe this is the profile cards of Poison Ivy, and you can see the Poison Ivy. It looks like it's iced over to fit with the theme of Mr. Freeze, Miss Uma Thurman herself. So now that we've got through these things, we're just going to start running through them and trying to get. Yeah, this man, you know, I like Joel Schumacher's earlier work, like Bad Boys and The Lost
Sure.
Boys.
There's Battle Over Ice with another storyboard.
He seriously almost really destroyed the Batman franchise. It was just, you know, obviously, ooh, this is a thick pack.
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe that's a sign of something special in here. Oh, it's a mini poster. That's why, and I got a storyboard card. Let's see what this mini poster is all about here. That's kind of cool. They put you don't usually see stuff like this anymore.
Another storyboard.
Even in non-sports. There we go.
Sweet.
George Clooney as Batman, nipples and all. Which was the worst possible thing that they could have done to Batman, was put nipples on the
bat suit. Did you see The Rock on Saturday Night Live this weekend?
I saw the clip with him doing Coco Look Out, and
that was funny. That was really funny. But he played a Batman-like character. He became the vigilante of some city, the Scorpio, and one of his superpowers was his ability to sew. So he put together his costume. It looked awfully a lot like Batman.
Oh, that one got damaged. That's weird. That must have happened in the shipping way back in 1997.
Now, you bought these on eBay, right?
Yep.
Where'd you get them from?
I don't remember offhand, but you know, I got them I got a pretty good price. I got them for $50 a box, which I think is a really good risk. Especially, we talked about this during the Spider-Man break.
Sure,
it's a really good risk. And considering, I took into account who was in the set. It wasn't a big autograph set, only 6 cards, and
with Batman with his nipples.
Another one.
Maybe you can give Eli one of these posters and let him.
It looks like the same one.
It's the same one.
Yeah, he can have one of those. I don't intend on keeping it after we get it scanned and whatever. If it's not in the system, we'll.
You are his favorite person when it comes to these breaks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He likes the retro breaks.
Yeah, he likes the good stuff.
So,
shout out to Eli, my little boy out there. We haven't seen this storyboard yet. Battle on Ice, more of the Battle on Ice. This is only supposed to be a six card set. I think we pulled most of them actually.
Yeah.
Between our boxes here.
My name is Freeze. Learn it well.
Arnold is Mr. Freeze. I remember when they announced that he was going to be, I was big into the superhero. This is kind of a cool shot, actually. I remember when they announced this film, and I was kind of excited because Batman Forever really wasn't horrible. I mean, it's not a great Batman movie, but Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones made that movie for me.
Sure.
But when they announced they were going to go with Mr. Freeze, and all the possibilities started on my head. I was thinking John Malkovich, I was thinking Patrick Stewart, and then they announced that Arnold was going to be Mr. Freeze, and I was just like, yeah, that doesn't sound very good to me, but. So it is what it is. They were going for star power. They saw dollar signs. They needed to make the money however they needed to make the money, and that's what they did.
There you have Arnold. What I remember most about this, and all the Batman movies from the 90s, were the Taco Bell campaigns that they had with them.
Yes. I can remember my nephew always wanting to go to Taco Bell to get a new Batman cup.
Believe it or not, this is the movie that killed Chris O'Donnell's career. It wasn't actually Fried Green Tomatoes. It was Batman and Robin.
Lizzie Silverstone didn't really
she didn't
come out unscathed either. Here's another poster. We'll see who this is, and we'll move on. But let's look that up. It's probably Mr. Freeze or something like that. Yep, there he is, Mr. Freeze.
Very cool.
Well, I'm not sure exactly how you smoke a sub-zero degree cigar, but
here's another one of those film cells. That is Batman celluloid action card. Can't really tell which one it is.
Put the poster behind it.
What's that?
Put the white to the poster behind it.
Ah, there you go. Sam's a smart guy. That doesn't help me at all.
No.
That's okay. Sam's not so smart.
Yeah, worth a try.
oh,
Sam went to Oregon.
oh,
Go Ducks, right?
Low
Sam?
blow, low blow.
Don't feel bad, Sam. I went to an online college.
Yeah.
It's just slightly above graduating from a film school that's a community college.
It's just to the degree. That's all that matters.
yep. Something people may not know about
Film school from a community college?
No, about Batman is that there was actually a follow-up film. There's Poison Ivy mini poster. That's pretty cool. I'm a big Uma Thurman fan, so I didn't mind her being in this. She couldn't have made it any worse. Let's just put it that way.
And here's Chris O'Donnell doing his best Bruce Lee. Or Chun-Li, I don't know.
Chun-Li, Bruce Lee.
I gotta catch up here. You're ahead of me a little bit.
Well, I'm trying to zip through as quick as possible, but like I was saying, there was actually a follow-up movie planned for Batman and Robin.
I think they killed it?
We talked, yeah, because it just wasn't, the script wasn't panning out. Basically, it was going to be called, the working title was Batman Unchained, and it was going to have, obviously it was going to have George Clooney and crew back in the movie. George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Lizzie Silverstone, the guy who played Alfred, I can never think of his name. But the villains in this one was going to be Scarecrow, Joker, and Harley Quinn. And
yes, you told me this.
we would have gotten Harley Quinn on screen much sooner, but the only problem was that it was going to call for Joker and Harley to be father and daughter as opposed to lovers. And that would have, fanboys would have literally hunted down Joel Schumacher and probably beat him in the street for doing that.
Freeze-mobile, another film cell. Again, you can't see it, but those are pretty cool.
Can't see it. His time is now.
You know what I have? Actually, I found the other night in my little stuff. Don't ask me why, because I'll deny. But at one point in time, I owned the movie Twilight.
Did you?
And when I bought it because there was the collector's film cell inside the packaging.
Oh.
And I still have that. So if anybody's looking for a sparkling vampire film cell, look me up on Twitter or something.
No one is, but I mean, it was worth a shot, right? Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to get a whole set of these storyboard cards.
I think we're going to get more than a set.
We're going to get a couple. If I get a full second set, I'll just, all these extras. Eli can have these. He loves Batman so much.
Yeah, he's a Gothamite.
He's a Batman guru.
I go through weeks at a time being called Robin as we hunt and solve the mystery of the missing Legos under the couch.
I'm going to show the checklist. I like showing checklists for some reason. Checklists always kind of have like a cult collector's following for some reason.
Yeah,
I think it's just because, you would be surprised at some of even the modern ones, even in some of the sports sets
right.
that have a premium or something attached to them. There's another mini poster. Hopefully we get Alicia. We haven't seen her yet. Maybe she's the poster. If she is, I'll show it. If not, I'll just throw it.
I pulled a Poison Ivy just a second ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's another Batman. So
Batman.
Eli's gonna have Batman galore all over.
As he's getting ready to start the summer, he'll hang up the nipply Batman. Nipples is actually Eli's favorite word. We're trying to get him off of that, but he likes the word nipples. He actually has a favorite nipple. It's his left one. If anybody wanted to know that.
I didn't realize it was possible to have a favorite one, but
I didn't know either. I was like, "Have you been watching Mallrats lately? What's going on?" I don't get it for here, but.
Do I need to play the part of Stanley? I think you need to get him some help. He seems to be obsessed with superhero private parts. Stanley, wrong comic franchise.
Wrong comic franchise.
Although Stan Lee did do did for a very short time frame work for DC, believe it or not.
Right. And then there was the what's it called in the mid '90s when they mixed up the.
Oh,
Amalgam series, yeah. Dark Claw, Wolverine and Batman, Hyena, which was Joker and Sabretooth. Mm-hmm. And the rest were just a bunch.
I still want to see that movie. I think it would be fantastic. But, that's never going to happen unless Disney buys DC, which is probably not out of the realm of possibility at this point. They pretty much own...
Disney owns everything.
Everything. I'm still waiting for them to come out and say, yep, we own the president.
We own the president. He was a peach.
Robin Williams used to have a joke about Ronald Reagan used to be owned by Disney, and he was like one of those old animatronic presidents you'd see at Disneyland.
That's awesome.
Oh, Robin Williams, miss that dude.
The 5th time I met O.J. Simpson.
Oh, I'm down to 3 packs, man.
Dude, I gotta hurry up. I'm hurrying.
No autograph yet.
No autograph
yet. It's gonna happen, but it's kind of fun going through these and looking at them and seeing what they have to offer. I mean, these cards. I mean, they're good cards. I mean, they there's a lot of imagery of the film. They got the soundbite cards that quote the movies. You got profiles of the characters. The mini posters are a nice touch, I think, because obviously the film was aimed at little kids. You got to make this aimed to little kids, but and of course you had the coupons for the action. I mean, they had a lot of things going on with these things.
There she is.
Got it. So it looks like we got the full poster set.
After this, she was in those Aerosmith videos, and that was about it, right?
I think that was before.
Was that before this?
Blast from the Past was the only movie that I remember.
Man.
And after this, and last pack, and no autograph.
I watched Blast from the Past about a month ago with my wife because we wanted to watch something silly and lighthearted. And then, of course, we remember that Christopher Walken is in it. And nothing is really silly or lighthearted with Christopher Walken in it. But he did a good job. There's the great scene where he comes out of the shelter for the first time.
Leave my elevator alone.
Leave my elevator alone.
All right, I'm gonna yank a couple of these out of here, and we'll
No autograph. Now, did you cover who was on the autograph check? You said there was only six subjects, right?
Yeah, I covered the autograph checklist for everybody. And basically, the main cast, you had George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone, Chris O'Donnell, and director Joel Schumacher, which I wouldn't mind having a Joel Schumacher at least, because he's was the director of one of my favorite vampire movies ever, and that's The Lost Boys. Which I don't think anybody could argue that was one of the greatest vampire movies ever. Classic 80s, but
Every time.
yeah, this set has pretty much a little bit of everything going on with it. You get the profile cards, which I'll set those out. I'll just go ahead and start setting some of these out. And you got the storyboard art, which this is basically a precursor to sketch cards. Sketch cards, I don't believe I think the first sketch set for non-sports came out the year after for '98. I'm trying to think what the name of the set was, but they had sketchographs in it. Fleer released that set, and it had Stanley's sketchographs of Spider-Man in it. Here's the film cells.
No autograph on my end.
No autograph on your end, eh?
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Hope you guys are watching Gotham. Man, that's a great spin on the Batman franchise. It's probably the best superhero show on television right now.
Superhero show on television. And there's a mini poster. I'll stick it out there. But yeah, I mean, you still for the price you pay for this, for the most part, you still get pretty good bang for your buck. It's no worse than buying anything else today for the most part.
Sure.
I mean, you're taking a chance. You're taking a risk of getting the autographs. 1 in 360 packs is the odds.
Sure.
So, you're taking a chance, but it's a pretty good chance because the Clooney right now, a high value of $1,000 for that autograph card, and then you got Uma and Arnold, which I think around the $400 to $500 range.
Well, there you go.
So I mean, you take a chance, a couple boxes for $100, and you pull one of those big boys, you've just made your money back.
Plus,
you get all this extra stuff. People who might like the retro superhero stuff, and it's the photography is really good. I like the photography and the images in this set.
so the consensus is horrible movie, great card set. You should go find yourself a couple of boxes.
How many times does that happen?
Yeah, how does that happen? Yeah. Also, the mini posters are great. I like that edition. That's just me. I like mini posters. All right, guys, that's what we think. Tell us what you think down below. So next time, I'm Eric.
And I'm Matt.
Just keep ripping.